Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Brandon from Crimson Crescent Moon Reviews, here with a chapter review of Undead Unluck number 67, entitled Fireworks. Let's just jump right into the chapter here. We start out with a bit of a flashback, a couple panels of a flashback with a young Shen and his sister, basically walking up to Feng, back in the old days, asking her, like, "Hey, old man, Master Feng, they're having a fireworks festival down in the village, can we go watch it? Please, can we go see it?" And, Feng is, just sitting up there on top of a building, just sitting there, It's like, "Hurry off to bed, you two. If you don't, your bodies will never grow up and get strong. Like, where's the harm? Come on, let's go watch the fireworks together." And then Fang's just like, "Go do as you like." That whole scene will come back near the end of the chapter. That's a big whole thing with some of Fang's character development we'll get to see later on in the chapter. But anyways, after that we cut to right back where the last chapter ended, with all of our main characters, all of our main guys gathered together in one place. We had Andy, Fuko, Shen, Mui, Top, Chikara, and Tatiana all there. They had gathered to try to fight and defeat Summer, which is said to be the strongest of the four Umas of the Apocalypse, the four Umas of Ragnarok. There's one for each season out there. There's summer, spring, winter, and fall. So the first one they're tackling is summer. And we got the little book guy Apocalypse, just hanging off of Top's waist there. He's like, "Its core is in the shape of the scales along its stomach. Unless you destroy them all at the same time, summer cannot be defeated." It's like, we got a few panels here of, everyone basically, figuring out, like, how are we going to do this? What are we going to do to defeat summer? We got, Andy and Fuko there discussing, now that we know the secret, this slug is all ours, we can defeat him easily. It's like, "Charge me up with a bit of unluck, Fuko." And she's like, "How much do you want me to charge you up with?" It's like, "Just surprise me on that, Fuko." And then, we got, Chikara and Top, doing their little, strategizing, Top's like, "Chikara, I'm gonna need a pretty specific activation out of you. Can you handle it?" We got everyone, they got, Andy's telling Shen, like, "Shen, give me a rundown of the Noibo staff that you have," which is basically, their version of the power pole from Dragon Ball. So, you know how that goes. It can extend and everything, but in this version, it's a little bit more like the one from Chinese folklore, from Journey in the West. This one here, not only can it get longer and extend, it can also grow bigger, like circumference-wise, like get massive, and it can also bend and, twist around, sort of like a snake. So, however, Shen does mention that, its power does come at a cost. It says, "However, for larger operations, it puts a huge strain on the user, so it does have its limits." So, and then Mui's there with him. It's like, "I'll help you, Master Shen. If we both put our spirits into it, we should be able to get the right moves we need to, double the output of this thing. We'll be able to do what we need to do, And then we finish off with Tatiana, say, "Tatiana, you're our closer in this whole plan, It's like, all the folks around this place have been completely evacuated. And she's like, "Oh, really? That means I can really let him have it, right? you guys better get out of there in time, you know, because, like I explained last chapter, her ability is untouchable, which basically, you know, like I explained, she's got all this energy coming off of her all at once, so, you know, we'll see how that works out later in the chapter, what she does in the fight. We got, you know, Apocalypse, you know, it's like, it doesn't matter if you guys know the weakness of Summer. You know, none of you guys, in any of the loops we've ever had so far, have never been able to take down Summer a single time. You know, which basically means, you know, in all the loops that have happened, you know, of Ragnarok, you know, basically with Ragnarok in the Undead Unluck world, you know, the world ends, and then it just loops right back around and starts over again, you know, just like, you know, just keeps happening, you know, the birth of the universe or the birth of the new loop goes on until Ragnarok. Ragnarok happens, it ends, and then it just starts and just infinitely going like that. And basically, you know, in all the times this has happened, not a single time has Summer ever been defeated. So that, you know, raises the bar pretty high for his, you know, their chances here defeating Summer. You know, it's like a kind of like Doctor Strange in, you know, Avengers Infinity War. You know, it's like, I've seen, you know, several millions of possibilities, and in none of them, not a single time, have we ever, you know, managed to defeat this thing. So, you know, but anyways, that doesn't phase our mighty heroes. You know, we have Andy. It's like, here it goes. Let's get this plan started. And we got a nice spread here in the middle of the page. You know, we see Top and Chikara, you know, running up. Top's building up his speed for his unstoppable ability. We got Tatiana and everyone getting in places for the battle. We got Summer himself wrapping around the building, you know, again, you know, just looking really cool and nice spread there. We see Shen and Mui riding on the, you know, Nimbus cloud, positioning themselves right in front of Summer's face. You know, give him a good smack right in the face, and we see Shen and Mui holding up the Noibo staff. It's like, come on, Wee, let's do it, my dear. And they extend the you know, staff just real big, just boom, you know, right down Summer's throat. You know, it just goes completely in, you know, one side or the other. You know, just completely stiffens him out. You know, like completely stuck. You know, straightened out. Then we have Apocalypse, you know, ha ha ha, destroy the inside all you want. You know, it still won't matter, you know, that still won't be able to stop Summer. You know, then we have Top and Chikara, you know, Chikara, Mr. Top, to the other side of the building. Now, Roger, I'll have you there in a flash. You know, and we see, you know, Top running away, you know, like I said, last chapter, you know, like Sonic the Hedgehog or the Flash, you know, just incredible speed, you know, running, you know, the Speed Man. It's like, alright, time for the next step of this operation. Let's give it all we've got. And they pour even more energy into the staff, and they have it curl Summer up around. You know, basically, he's like, you know, he's curled inward in a sort of spiral shape where you can see all of his cores, you know, that are on his stomach are pointed inside of the spiral. You know, he's wrapped around. And then, you know, we have Shen, you know, our job's done, Chikara. Now it's up to you, you know, hit it. And we see him got these goggles that he puts on, and you know, to explain, these goggles that he wears, you know, basically help him sort of target his ability a little bit more, his ability on move. You know, basically, anything he looks at while he's got the ability active, is frozen in place and can't move. He can't control, focus on one thing. It's just anything he sees in his line of sight is frozen. And basically, what these goggles here do, they were invented by the mad scientist of this series, Dr. Nico, and basically, they just outline his target that he's wanting to freeze and block everything out from his sight. So literally the only thing he can see in that point is what he's wanting to freeze. So in this case, he sticks the goggles over, and they just basically cut everything out of his vision, except where the only thing he can see is Summer. It's like detecting target, contour tracing initiated. And he uses that and freezes Summer in place. And it's like, all right, it's restrained. Mr. Shen, everyone, please get away from him now. And we see we got our two main characters here, Andy and Fuko, getting in position for their attack. We see, Fuko giving Shen a little kiss on the cheek, starting to build up the unluck, inside of him, getting ready to unleash that. It's it's like, it seems like everyone's gotten stronger, doesn't it? Andy says. It's like, yeah, you've all got that right. It's when people come together, put their lives on the line for someone, that they're at their friggin' strongest, and he just, unleashes his, move he's doing. He calls it Unluck Dead Road, and he basically, just, cuts off his arms, with his ability, and just sprays his, blood all over the inside of the, Summer, all over its cores on the inside, just covers everything in his blood. We find out through a little speech here with him and Fuko. It's like, wait, you can impart your blood with Unluck now too? It's like, sure can, so long as I really think I can, that is. So, basically, I guess this means he can impart any part of his body with Unluck as long as he really wills it, I guess. It's all the explanation we really get for now, him spraying his blood on this. But, yeah, anyways, his Unluck-infected blood is sprayed all over the inside of Summer here. It's all wrapped up and frozen and everything, Then we got Tatiana, coming in place with her giant sphere armor. He's like, hey, you two, enough hanky-panky during free fall, It's time for me to, unleash my power. Then it's like, now, Tatiana, your attack should hit the entire cores and completely smash it up for sure. And she, just heads into the middle of the coil, completely drops all the armor she had around her. Like I said, the spherical armor she wears all the time, just keeps all her energy she's constantly emitting, just built up inside the armor, just constantly charging it for one hell of a super attack. She just takes it off, and we get a little bit of a spread here, just we see, looks like all of the cores on the inside of Summer, just exploding and cracking at once from the power she's letting out. It's like Fuko's like, you did it, Tatiana, you're the best, Looks like they've got Summer, down for the count and almost defeated, So then we cut over to Shen and Mui. They've got Shen's holding Feng on his shoulders, and he's like, we got Mui here. Sorry, so like Mui's like, Master Shen. He's like, sorry about this. Where they went back to get Feng. It's like, I have one question I need him to answer, all somber-like and everything, and it's like, I can't forgive him for what he's done. He killed my sister and my fellow disciples. But before all that, on the day of the fireworks festival years ago, you remember that day, don't you? Then we cut back to the flashback we had at the beginning of the chapter, we were all on the rooftop that hot summer night. we all watched a huge firework display go off together. And on that day, I thought, and May probably did as well, I thought that this must be what families feel like, like true family. So tell me, old man, what were you thinking back then? We got Feng, just answering him, barely conscious, You fool. You're just mere fodder to make me stronger. Nothing more, nothing less. I never once thought of any one of you as my family. Then we just have Shen there holding him on his shoulder, tear rolling down his face, I see. I guess that's the truth. The truth from untruth. And that's the end of the chapter there. Like I said, we got some a little bit of a character development from Feng. Turns out he really did at one point, genuinely care about, Shen and Shen's sister Mei and all the other disciples. He really did at one point, think of them as his family. So, that's make me think, maybe this isn't the last we see of Feng's character. Maybe later on he could come back, maybe be an ally of everyone later on, possibly, just a little bit of a character development we got from him at the end of the chapter here, who knows. But yeah, also we see just this big 2-page spread of summer exploding, just looks like giant fireworks going off in the sky, nice 2-page spread. It would be really nice if it was all colored in. It would look beautiful, but anyways, that's the end of the chapter. I wonder what the future is for Feng's character. Will he end up being a good guy and helping later on in the series? Is this the last we'll see of him? Will he still be a bad guy? All these questions need answered. But yep, it seems like we might have finished off summer. Maybe, I don't know. We got a few hints that it had the highest attack power of all the 4 Umas of the Apocalypse. So who knows? Maybe it's not dead. Maybe next chapter we'll see some of its, incredible attack prowess it's supposed to be having. But, anyways, this is, getting a little bit, long here. I gotta get this all done and, uploaded to YouTube and everything to meet my little, Wednesday, Thursday deadline. It's after, just a little after midnight here, but I still consider it as being Thursday. So, anyways, that's all for this video. I'll see you guys next week with the new chapter review for Undead Unluck. This is Brandon from Crimson Crescent Moon Reviews, signing out.